Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. For those who are new to this channel, I'm Cheng. This is my real estate channel. Today I'm going to talk about a topic regarding Subang Jaya. So I've been trying to actually record this video for quite a while, but I just couldn't find time to do so. And since this is a December month and most of my clients are in holiday, so I barely have any viewing for this entire month or so. So taking the opportunity to record this video so I can explain more and give more description about those who don't know about Subang Jaya, so that you guys may consider this as a place to stay if you want to. So I'm going to tell you a bit of the history of Subang Jaya. Before that, so why I moved to Subang Jaya. So I moved from PJ. Initially I stayed in SS2. So after my school days, I got a job and saved some money, decided to buy a house. So I been looking around and I decided to venture into Subang Jaya because it's just across the federal highway, and that's the next closest township, which I see that the price of those property, it was considered affordable or within the price range that I'm comfortable. The second thing also is because of the amenities, the schools, the eateries, and also the banks are all here. Back then also it was almost a complete township. Right now obviously is much more matured, and most importantly is a complete township as per recording of this video in December 2022. So to give you a bit of context, the prices of terrace houses for Subang Jaya is in between 600,000 all the way up to a million, slightly above a million. That is for all the terrace link houses. So if you're comparing versus the PJ side, obviously the price there is a lot more higher. In fact, is usually about 15 to 20% more premium compared to Subang Jaya. As for bigger houses like semi-Ds, bungalow, typically semi-Ds in Subang Jaya is hovering in between 2 million to 2.5 million, depending on the condition, of course, the size and also the renovation. As for the bungalows, is in between 3 million to 5 million. But of course, if the land is bigger, obviously the price is going to be higher, and also depending on the build up as well, because bungalow is quite subjective. So as compared to the older township like in PJ, well, for the same semi-D, you can buy a bungalow in Subang Jaya. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys will ask, hey, Subang Jaya is a jam-prone area. Well, I do agree with you. 5-6 years ago, that was before the LRT started. Now, after the LRT is commenced, a lot of working adults, they are ditching their cars at home and use LRT to commute to work. So prior to that, I do agree, during the working hours time, especially going to work and coming back from work, it is massively jammed. But now not so much. I did take an LRT to KL before during the peak hours time, peak working hours time. I can tell you during the time it's almost sardine packed. So the jam is not that bad as per compared to previously. Still have a bit of jam, but it's moving. It's not just standstill type of jam. So it's a lot better. In my personal opinion, it's 50% a lot better compared to previously when I was in Subang Jaya. Now if you said, wow, this place is too crowded, too many cars, too many things happening. Well, if you want to have a much more quiet place in Subang Jaya, we have in Putra Heights. That side of the township is still under the banner of Subang Jaya, but is under a sub-banner which is called the Putra Heights. It's a lot more quiet and much more serene. If you like those type of quiet place, Putra is one of the options you may want to consider. As for things like it's more happening area, of course, will be the SS15 and the Taipan Business Center, and of course also in the Sunway side. Sunway, is it part of Subang Jaya? Yes, it is. Sunway is part of Subang Jaya. Certain part of Sunway is under Subang, certain parts of Sunway is under the PJ side. Now, if you want to take your families to shopping, to have a weekend under the aircon, we have Sunway Pyramid, we have Subang Parade, and of course there are other smaller community mall, which is the Empire Shopping Gallery. We have Taman, we have the Summit. That one is a bit. Of course, the one we have towards the end of the USJ side will be the main place. You want to bring your family for theme park, obviously there's Sunway Lagoon. So yeah, it's quite complete. Then talk about accessibility, not to mention the old one, the Federal Highway. We have NPE, Kesas, Elite, LDP, all within the same cluster of proximity. So for you to travel in and out of Subang is very convenient. And then you want to go to airport, the KLA, Sis Back Road. We hit it about 20 minutes, you reach airport. If you want to go to Subang Airport, it's even nearer, about less than 10 minutes you can reach Subang Airport, of course depending on traffic. So yeah, it's quite convenient. Of course, makan we have the famous SS15 Indian Rojak. Now for those non-Muslim, we have the famous SS19 Pan Min and the Bak Kut Teh. That Bak Kut Teh of course will be the SS14 side. And lastly, for those who love nasi lemak, we have one at this USJ 9 Taipan. And that one, if you go late, you will have to line up lah. People go in and tapao like 20-30 bungkus of nasi lemak every time they go there. It's quite normal. Yeah, I think because the rice is fresh, it's hot, and the chili, I think it's a bit sweet and spicy. So these are all the example food that I'm sharing. Of course, there are more. I'm not going to list them out for this entire video. As for school, of course, there are lots of primary school and secondary school in Subang Jaya. If you're looking for Chinese school, even in Putra Height, we have this Tun Siu Sin. USJ side, we have Tan Cheng Lok, and also the Ziwen. And towards the SS side, we have the Lik Hung. So 4 Chinese school within Subang Jaya. Now we said, I have too much money, I want to send my kids to the best school. There's almost 20 international schools in Subang Jaya. Lots of options for you to choose. So you don't have to go all the way to KL or PJ side. Just within the Subang Jaya side, we almost have 20 international schools. Most of the banking will be at SS15 side and also the Taipan Business Center, which is the USJ side. You have all banks, international and local bank, pretty much complete. I mean, not all lah, but almost all, which is very, very good for this township. So yeah, this is just a summary of what Subang Jaya was and now. If you like to be in the newer township, obviously will be the Putra Heights side. Those are the newer township, which is about 20 years old. The USJ side is about 30 years old. The SS side will be about 40-year-old-ish. And if you don't mind leasehold, of course, you have the Sunway side. Those are about 30 years. Now, if you have a bit more money to buy a bigger link house, there's one in USJ Heights. Those are less than 10 years. And of course, those are built up, it's a lot more bigger because it's 2.5 story and 3 stories super link. Yeah, those are gated and guarded. One nice area. Now come back to the property. If you're buying a link house in Subang Jaya, will it appreciate? Obviously it will. Why? Number one is because Subang Jaya is a city status, for those who don't know. Number two is because there's no land to build any more terrace houses. They may have cluster of land where they can build condos, high rise, but no more lands to build any terrace houses. So for those who are invested or more or less buy for homestay, your investment is pretty much in a very good state. Third thing is because this is a very mature township, so yeah, you have everything already. In terms of investment, I think this is a very good place to put your money in. Mid or long term investment, 10 to 20 years. There's a lot of growth potential in Subang Jaya because at the end of the day, it's a complete township. Eventually, it'll be like a PJ, the old area, but PJ old area doesn't mean old means cheap. The older it gets, the more mature it gets, the more expensive the property gets. So that's how it works in real estate. So I think that's about it for the sharing for this video. And if you have more suggestions or you have anything that you want to ask or maybe things that I missed out, do continue the conversation below here so we can discuss and talk about it. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel right below here so that my channel can grow bigger, and of course it will keep motivating me to produce more content like this. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.